What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. This is part 7 of the GS build. Today we're doing brake lines. This is first time for me, never done it before. I actually tried to reach out to a couple guys, see if they were willing to do it. You know, I was gonna pay them to do it. I didn't want to deal with this, but whatever. I bit the bullet. I've been looking around how to how to get this done, and I'm finally bought everything. Shout out to Ryan, Pure Function. I seen his video doing the brake lines on his wife's car probably about 20 times now. I followed every single piece that he said to buy, even though he said it's not necessary, but I bought that just in case. If I need something else, I'll buy something else. The only different thing that he doesn't have on his is a proportion valve for the rear. What I've been reading on Club Lexus, especially with the Avalon brake booster, is that it tends to lock up the rear brake, so you need to adjust, you know, the amount of pressure that goes to the rear. So that's why we got this cutter here, pliers to bend the pipe, and the flare tool from Rigid, like Ryan suggested. I even got the nicer one, not the cheaper one. I don't want to run into any headaches, so if this doesn't work out, I'll make sure I'll pass him the bill so he could compensate me for that. Just messing around. Nah, man, I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. I have seen the video, like I said, more than 20 times. So, you know, first time, like nobody really makes a kit for the GS. So I figured, you know, whatever, might as well do it. So remember, this car, the rear lines are on this side. They're not on this side, so you have to do more plumbing. That means you're gonna need another line from here to connect them here to the rear brakes, and then tee it off right here to the rear brakes, and then you need another one for the passenger side tire. And then this one's over here will be more simple, just the driver's side. But yeah, it's two bigger lines that go along the firewall to this side, which, you know, I guess we'll see how bad it is once I get to it. But I'm willing to give it a shot, and you know, we'll see how it comes out. Maybe it's hard, and once I do it a couple times, it's probably just cake. So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna give you a crazy boring video, any like single detail. I'll stop it in between, and if there's anything crazy that I had learned, or any pointers that's like necessary for anyone, I'm gonna stop in between and kind of walk you guys through it, and you know, and give you the tips. Hey, buddy, obviously you shooting. Of course, like always, I have the little guy out here, so have to interact with him too. So yeah, father responsibilities nowadays. Hey, what's that, a water gun? Yeah, but you have it full of dirt, dude. You're getting all dirty.
Yeah, isn't it too?
No, man, you're gonna get all dirty. Mom's gonna get mad. No, you're shooting yourself. You crazy. Yeah, be careful, okay? That's dirt. So yeah, guys, hey, be careful. Be careful, buddy. So on the last video, I did the rear trunk, and I moved the battery to the back, but I hadn't cut out the plastic here. So here I have the AC lines here out of the way, but I want to show you guys how I cut this out. So I cut out the plastic box here. So I can fit the factory cover, and then obviously the rug goes on top of this, and you know, it looks flat. Oh yeah.
Model. I stand correct. This is the 377 model. This does 37 degree AM fins. It's all it is designed to do stainless steel. So it's been doing a great job. Doing a great job. One thing I would say, we should have it mounted. So I can actually mount it twice. So the stationary going to kind of hold it. That's the only thing I would like. Everything else.
Why did it look backwards?
Yeah, they have a really nice back.
Because maybe you put it in backwards. Ahí ciérralo.
Huh?
There you close it. Should I try to take that off? I told you.
It's not taking off. Here.
Sleeve that goes over. This actually helps press against it and helps keep the floor in place. And this goes over.
lead,
and
nut.
it's a dash lead and a nut, and it goes over. Pretty neat little trick setup, and I like it. Usually you would have to slip this on ahead of time. So you want to put it on, because if you don't do that, and you already have the other end flare, like other end flare, like you have this end flare already, you wouldn't be able to hit this on. Once these ends are flared, that's it, and then you throw this line away. Ask me how I know. I've done that a million times and thrown a ton of line away. But because it's not, I don't have to dick with that. So all we're going to do now is I'll actually flare the line itself. So what we're going to do here is this is a 3/16 line. That's what kind of line we're going to use. And we're going to line this up as best we can.
3/16.
Wish I had a film guy to help me out here. Where's Cody right now? I miss him. He moved the floor and left me behind. He moved down towards, I would say, towards Bradenton. Not in Bradenton, but close to it, I guess. I miss my home.
You know how much part of it.
Now, with this tool, it has little like dash marks on it, and it has like little lines up top, or these little circles, so it actually lines up the pin, so it makes it perfect. But the lines tell you exactly where you need to be. So move over, get to that line, then you crank this down first, spin that, and then crank. You can feel it real tight, real quick. Crank. All right. Now in the middle of the sneak in there, it's going to be hard to see inside here. But you need to look inside here and put your little tool, it'll spin. And see, mine's not going in, it's being a little bitch. There we go. Just got in. Now what you're going to do is crank and go in and out. I would recommend using a dab of oil on the end just to keep it so it spins really, but we're going to just crank it. Now there's no set turning amount. You're going to back in and out too. Sorry for all the noises, but back off.
What's the point of this?
To fit this clear in
One
there.
more time. There we go. Now we should get it back on.
How do you know
That
it's
should be
on?
flared enough. Should be. Or it might be too flared. The problem with stainless steel is it tends to crack too. That's another issue you guys will run into. It's a really, really hard material. So instead of like bending and being smooth, like say aluminum or anything, it tends to just crack and break on you. Apparently I didn't do this enough. So do that. Come out here, and there's my wife. Who's coming out now? That came out perfect. That came out perfect. There's a nice little flare piece to it. Who votes that we make Kathleen, my wife, start doing all this?
Alright, so this goes. Alright, so you see this little lip here that we did? Oh, you.
Oh, yeah.
You see that's just so this holds it. And then when this nut goes here, it pulls it all together and then it screws into the other piece over there, which is one of these, right? So the ends are gonna end like this. This goes into the other part. This part goes here. No, the other one. See? So when you have this, see how there's like a male, there's a female, and it has a. You screw it in, and voila.
Wow.
But you got to be turning it. You got to make the turns on the wave. That's what's hard. So you can get the angles you want. You got to do a little piece at a time. What do you think? You think I could do it? Trust me? No?
No.
Okay. Thanks for your positivity.
Go ahead.
Alright guys, little update here. I'm getting here barefoot. I've been in and out 100 times now. So, first one we put it here. I was gonna run it on this side, but I figured it was gonna look cleaner on this side, so looped it around the back. Down here, this is the front by the way. T here, so we gotta do this tire now, driver's side. It's gonna come in through here, out that way. And then for the passenger side tire, it's gonna loop all the way here. Ignore these, I don't have the correct size, so I kinda This is just to mock it up so I can have the line kind of rigid in place so I know exactly where it is. It's not perfectly straight here. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's not perfect. It's a little wavy, but live with it. And then just kind of traveled it all around the back firewall here. Can't remember missing one here, but I put that one in already. This one, which is at a slight angle. It's not, you know, it's facing straight out at an angle, so that's there. And then here I figured I'll find one of these like Toyota clips that they use for the wire looms and probably pop it in there and just kind of hold it in there somehow, kind of like in the middle. Still got to bend this a little bit on the other side, but yeah, there's a fitting that's on here into the driver's side, I'm sorry, into the passenger side wheel well. I'm going to take the wheel off now and finish off the side. Remember, we had to do another line because the brake, I mean the rear brake lines on this side, they're not like the Supra that are over here, so that's a little easier. So there's another line that needs to come out this way. All right guys, finished the passenger side caliper side. Comes up to there, clears out. It's not touching the, it looks very close, but it's not. See if I can get the angle there. Very close, but it's not. And it's right into the caliper line. So that's what the passenger side looks like. See it from the front. So let's work on the other side over here now and see how that side finished. The driver's side. That's what it looks like here. I also went ahead and mounted the proportion valve. I looked for all these spots. This is the only spot that kind of made sense. It's easy for the lines to kind of make their way around. And there were, believe it or not, there was 2 holes here that lined up exact. Don't think I went extra on these ARP bolts. I had extras, so they kind of came in handy. Here they are on the bottom. 2 bolts are right there. Just had to drill them out a little bit bigger. That's it. But there was 2 holes already there. So this is just a valve. It doesn't matter in or out. So I'm thinking this side just to run it straight out, so we could go over there to the other side. And then maybe this is the one I'm gonna loop around here to the back of the valve, and then maybe just like a kind of do like a 90 down here, and then loop it here. All right guys, it is about almost 10 o'clock at night. Been at the brake lines for almost all day now, and finally got it finished. You know, a little dirty, sweaty, but yeah, we got them all done. Let's get in here and see, check them out. All right, so first of all, those zip ties are there because I don't have that double clamp that I need to order now, but I'll explain now. So here's a proportion valve. Remember, for the rear brakes, we gotta after the car's already running, we gotta test out the brakes, because the back on these cars, supposedly after the booster, it tends to lock them up. So now we can adjust it, see how much we want to feed the back, so we can play around with it and adjust it so it doesn't lock up the back. So if you go down here, that comes from over there from the proportion valve. This is the T to the driver's side, and then to the other side of the front. The rear goes in here, remember. So the little clamp that I need to order, it's one of those like braided hose ones that has like, it looks like an 8, and then holds this line here, and then holds this one up here. And as it got room, I just zip tie them together so I know it's right on top of the nut. Same thing here. So we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. And remember, in this car is the opposite of the Supra, so it has the rears on this side instead of the driver's side over there. So this was a little complicated. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was. So I was here for like a good hour and a half. I was able to get it done. I think I was gonna kind of do it up, but then it was gonna look awkward just facing up, and then you have the, you know, downpipe and turbo and everything. So I figured just let's put it that way, and you know, it looks cleaner that way. So pretty happy overall how it came out. Like I said, this is definitely a first for me. I have never done brake lines before. Honestly, just learned from watching Ryan's video. So definitely shout out to him. he was a big help. Thought the video was a big help. Here again with the brake lines a week later. There's a couple little things I wanted to change. First of all, I can't find my words. So first of all, before we start the video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ryan Pure Function and my buddy Joel. You guys know him, Joel with Anthracite. My other twin. We weren't. I was already kind of like done, and you know, I sent Joel a couple pictures, and he was looking at it. He goes, "Hey man, I don't like the way this looks. It looks kind of shitty. You know, I would have done something a little different." And same thing with Ryan. Ryan had messaged me. He goes, "Man, you should use one of these fittings." Which, you know, in other words, hey, I would have done it different. You know, I love getting the criticism. You know, I don't take it in a bad way. You know, sometimes when you're doing it right then and there, it doesn't, you know, you don't think about it, but you know, hey, that's what we're here for, to help each other out. So Ryan, he found this fitting for me, I think from Summit. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this out here and running this here. That's a good one. How are we going to run? Oh, I guess back here, pointing down back here, and then we're just going to adjust the line, make it a little shorter, and adjust it and make it over here. So that's going to look a lot cleaner. And obviously, let me see, maybe we'll do even this side and just a straight shot down if it doesn't fit. But yeah, this little loop here didn't come out too appealing to the eye, so we're going to switch it to this fitting. The other thing is, Ryan, this is Ryan. He found me these clamps. That was kind of saved me all the homework to do here. So this is a 316 line. Hose clamp, or whatever you want to call these. You know, the little 8 that I was talking about in the previous video. So it's the same exact size of the line. So, you know, obviously you have like a 10mm nut going through. So I'm gonna take this nut out, drill it out, and then that should give us enough that what we need to hold the lines in place. So we're gonna be working on it today, and stick around. We'll see how it comes out. All right, guys, went ahead and installed the fitting. As you can see, it's a very, very, very tight fit next to the booster. So I kind of tied it outside, then it gave me space to tighten and get it in there again. So it's very, very tight, but it's just very, very close to the actual master. So kept it simple, just went down there in the chassis, it's not touching, and back down to where it was. So yeah, definitely looks a lot cleaner, I'll tell you that much. Just finished up putting up the little clamps on the hoses. I couldn't do them double, so I just had to do a single side up against the firewall because it's too thick, and you know, the bolt won't come all the way through. I looked at it all different scenarios, and that is the only way. Don't mind the ugly nuts. I'm waiting for new ones and nice ones to arrive. I just wanted to put it on there, make sure it was going to be a nice fit, and I wanted to get all the lines kind of situated how I wanted them to get done. So here's the final product. Remember, the nuts are going to be changed out. This one over here, if you see the nut that comes off the firewall, it's not really at an angle, it comes off straight. So, and then obviously the firewall is kind of like at an angle, so I had to kind of grind it down with the Dremel a little bit. I'm gonna spray paint this one black so it has a nice color to it again. But yeah, this one kind of took, you see the nut is even a little in more than the other ones. So remember, guys, I'm gonna replace these nuts to something else and something nicer. And yeah, just wanted to show you guys the final product. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna close this one out here. I just wanted to do the brake lines on its own video and kind of wait it around so you guys saw obviously the new fitting and on the brake lines, how it's all up mounted against the wall. So yeah, guys, pretty happy how it came out. It wasn't that hard. Anybody that has a pretty basic skill and patience should get it done with no problem. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the brake line video. If you guys have any questions or comments, comment down below, hit me up on Instagram, and remember, subscribe to the channel and follow GS Build, guys. Peace out, guys. I'll see you.